everybody, this is Dr. Aimee Johnson, and we're going to continue on with life lessons from our animals. As a veterinarian, I have learned so many spiritual lessons that just, I believe, help us get through life, and that we should take note how our animals live their lives. We could benefit from mimicking them, okay? So today I want to talk a little bit about worry. I think worry is one of the number one things that we humans deal with, and it's becoming more and more pathological with us. You know, back in the saber-toothed tiger times when we were being attacked, we would worry and we would run, and then when the danger was over, we would relax and we'd get on with life. Now we have all kinds of stressors. The saber-toothed tiger comes in the form of bills to pay, kiddos to raise, living, a house mortgage, maybe a job we don't love, and it's constant stress. And rather than being joyful, rather than responding to a situation, we tend to react and react and react and react and worry and wake up at 2 a.m. and wonder what's going to happen tomorrow, and oh my God, if I do this, what's going to happen? And yesterday or last week, all this happened, and my God, that affected me, and I don't know if I should do this. Should I do this? What if tomorrow brings this? What if next year this happens? Okay, so there's a lot of what ifs, and that's something that these guys right here, they don't indulge in that, if you want to call it indulging, right? They don't live their lives that way, and we should watch them. Because I see this. I see animals come into the clinic and they get worried because sometimes the things that we do here is not really fun, or maybe you see someone that is a little irritated with their dog. Their dog didn't come to them, and they yell at the dog or they scold at the dog, and the dog definitely, responds to that. But once the response has occurred, once the event has passed, they move on. They don't sit there and worry and worry and worry about, oh my God, what if she scolds me again? What if that storm comes through again? They rebound and they go right on doing what they were doing, chasing the ball, licking you, loving you all over again, as if it had never occurred and as if it will never occur again. And it's a very healthy way to live. So when I see animals that come in the clinic who are worried, and you can see that, or their owners tell me that they're always worried, I look toward the owner. And this is not an insult, but understand that they look to us. We are their pack. And if I see an animal who has some behavioral problems, oftentimes there's an environment in the household where the owner themselves is worried or stressed or angry or yelling, and the animal is on edge. But typically, even in that situation, most well-adjusted dogs and cats, they just go about their lives, they react to the situation, they respond to the situation when it happens, and when it's done in their mind, and they don't think about it anymore, and they don't wonder if it's going to happen tomorrow, and they jump right back into their joyful lives. And they're happy, guys. They're almost always happy. They live in the now, as you hear that buzzword all the time. They live in the here, they live in the now, and they don't worry. And you and I could go so far. We could learn so much. And so the more I think about this, the more I study them. And the more I study them, the more I take on my own life lessons, and the more I learn, and the more I emulate them. So I challenge you today. Dr. Aimee is challenging you. Look at your dog. Look at other dogs. Look at a cat. Look at a wild animal and tell me, what are they worried about? Can you honestly say they're worried about anything? Or are they going out, they're hunting, they're reacting or responding to a maybe even a frightening situation, a life and death situation, but when the event is over and they're still alive or they're eating their meal, do they worry? No, they don't. And neither should you or I. So there you go. Worrying is worthless. It does not benefit us. It only makes our lives difficult, and it gives us a lot of stress, and it gives us a lot of disease, because stress becomes disease. So worry becomes stress, becomes disease. So let's just stop. Let's all agree that worrying is worthless. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and I look forward to the next life lesson.